AMD just reported their quarterly earnings, and as you can see right now on the screen, the stock is down 6%. It did beat revenue estimates, but it missed on all the rest. And you'll see that the numbers aren't that great. Still a good company, still growing. But when you're getting such a premium from the market, when you have a market cap of close to $278 billion, forward PE 51 times, I mean, you're expected to grow quite fast, top and bottom line. Nvidia got a huge premium by the market, but Nvidia also grew extremely fast. As we've seen in previous videos, if we compared Nvidia, AMD and Intel, Nvidia is still pretty cheap, all things considered, even after that huge run-up. You cannot say the same when we look at AMD. Now yes, fiscal year 2023 for AMD has been a bad year, just like with Intel, just like a lot of other semiconductor players out there. But if you look at what the analysts are expecting for the next 2 fiscal years, we are seeing some accelerated growth, top and bottom line. Year-over-year growth for sales in fiscal year 2024, close to 19% year-over-year, with EPS growing close to 48% year-over-year. Fiscal year 2025, another 18% growth in sales, and another 36.5% growth year-over-year with regards to EPS. So yes, it is expected to grow quite fast in the next 2 fiscal years, but still, you're going to pay above 33 times EPS fiscal year 2025. And when you're going to look at the number for this quarter, you're going to ask some questions. Maybe you'd like the stock to go a bit lower for you to be a bit more comfortable buying a company like AMD right now. And so as always, we'll start with a couple of comments here by Lisa Su. We finished 2023 strong with sequential and year-over-year revenue and earnings growth driven by record quarterly AMD Instinct GPU and EPYC CPU sales and higher AMD Ryzen processor sales. Demand for a high-performance data center product portfolio continues to accelerate, positioning us well to deliver strong annual growth in what is an incredibly exciting time as AI reshapes virtually every part of the computing market. As for the CFO, AMD executed well in 2023 despite a mixed demand environment. We drove year-over-year revenue growth in our data center and embedded segments and successfully launched our AMD Instinct MI300 GPUs, positioning us for a strong product ramp in 2024. Now, before jumping into the rest of the numbers, if you enjoy this type of videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, we really appreciate that. Want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. So let's start with revenue for the whole of fiscal year 2023. It decreased 4% year over year to $22.7 billion. The growth in embedded and data center segment revenue was more than offset by lower client and gaming segment revenue. You're going to see this story play out throughout the report. As we look at revenue for Q4, that was $6.2 billion, an increase of 10% year over year, and also an increase quarter over quarter. Overall, if we look at gross profit, gross margin for fiscal year 2023 compared to 2022, we are basically flat-ish. Operating expenses are up 7% year over year, and operating income is down 68% year over year, with margins down 3 percentage points. Net income for fiscal year 2023 was just $854 million, down 35%, and an earnings per share of 53 cents compared to 84 cents in 2022, meaning it's down also 37%. If we look at Q4, so Q4 revenue up 10% year over year and also up 6% quarter over quarter. With regards to gross profit, that's up 21% year over year and 6% quarter over quarter, with gross margin of 47%, up 4 percentage points year over year and flat quarter over quarter. With regards to operating expenses, that's flat basically year over year and up 2% quarter over quarter. Operating income, last year that was a loss. We're now at $342 million and also up 53% quarter over quarter, with an operating margin of 6%, up 2 percentage points quarter over quarter. Net income, $667 million, up over 3,000% year over year and up 123% quarter over quarter. And the last one here, earnings per share, 41 cents compared to just 1 cent last year and 18 cents last quarter, meaning up 128% quarter over quarter. So the story here, I mean, is pretty clear. Last year, not such a great year for AMD, especially not if you look at the profitability of things. This year, a major improvement, but still not there yet. Yes, the company is increasing, is getting better by the quarter, but in my opinion, there's still a long way to go. If we look at the balance sheet, we can see that cash and cash equivalents and short-term investments basically flat quarter over quarter at $5.77 billion. Inventory is down 2% quarter over quarter to $4.35 billion, and I believe it's up 15% year over year. Now, with regards to the different segments for the whole of fiscal year 2023, data centers, net revenue there up 7% year over year. Operating income is actually down 31% year over year. With regards to the client segment, net revenue $4.65 billion, down 25% year over year, and operating income is now a loss of $46 million, down 104%. Gaming $6.21 billion, down 9% year over year, with operating income up just 2% year over year. Now we've got embedded net revenue $5.32 billion, up 17% year over year, with operating income up 17% as well. Now, looking at Q4 specifically, you're seeing again that year over year comparisons quite good for the data center and client segment. Net revenue for data center reached $2.28 billion, up 38% year over year and 43% quarter over quarter. The client segment is up 62% year over year, flat quarter over quarter, but operating income here is down 61% quarter over quarter. Year over year, major improvement. As for the gaming segment, net revenue $1.36 billion, down 17% year over year and 9% quarter over quarter, with operating income also down 16% year over year, but up 8% quarter over quarter. Last thing here, embedded segment, net revenue just over $1 billion, down 24% year over year and 15% quarter over quarter. With regards to operating income, $461 million, down 34% year over year and 25% quarter over quarter. So when you look at this, when you look at the valuation, the premium that this company is getting, when you look at how much this company, its stock, has gone up in the last year, you're starting to question what the market was thinking. Of course, markets are forward-looking, but right now we're not really seeing such exciting numbers. And if we look at the financial outlook for Q1, revenue to be around $5.4 billion, missed the estimates by around 6%. Gross margin of around 52%, met the expectations. But I mean, Q1, we're going to see again, quarter over quarter, it's going to be down since this quarter was just over $6 billion. Next quarter, of course, seasonality, we've seen that with Intel as well. But Intel doesn't get the premium AMD is getting right now. So in my opinion, you're probably going to have a chance to buy AMD at a cheaper price in the coming days, unless something major gets announced during the earnings call. But even so, this company is now trading at a very, very high premium while not backing it with the numbers. And so to conclude, while as an AMD investor, you might not be happy at all with the current quarter, I think if you're a shareholder, you have to look past just one bad quarter, maybe 1 week guidance as well, and look a quarter or 2 or 3 further down the line. I don't think that one bad quarter should be the reason why you sell out of a position, but it definitely should put you on the sidelines whether or not you want to add immediately or wait for an even better opportunity. Because again, company right now is trading at a very, very high multiple, especially if you compare it with its 5-year mean, still much, much higher on all of these metrics. Yes, Intel is a bit cheaper, but Intel has also its own struggles, as we've discussed in the latest Intel video, but you still have some margin of safety there. So that will be it for this video. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. What did you think about this quarter? When will you be adding to your position? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.